Hi, this is Heather Picken, host of the Fearless and Fabulous Female Masterclass. You're going to learn in 90 days or less how to take your business to the next level. You want to go to the next level, you've got to align your mind to your vision and you got to take action. So I want you to take notes, and I also want you to consider to upgrade to the Fearless and Fabulous bundle. What that is experts paid products given to you for only $97. This is important because it's supporting a cause called She Should Run. And that is about getting 250,000 women running for office by 2030. I want you to be a fearless woman. Stand in your power and know what you stand for. I hope you enjoy this masterclass. Well, hello everyone, and welcome to another masterclass of the Fearless and Fabulous Female Entrepreneur Summit. I am just really inspired by all of these masterclasses. They are blowing me away because you are getting world-class information from experts, women all around the world that want to help you. They want to help empower you and give you the tools and strategies. And my next guest, she is absolutely amazing. Her name is Sahar Nafal, and I'm hoping Nafal. Yes, I have a tendency to sometimes mispronounce people's names. But anyways, today we're going to be talking about building your community by design. And I want to share a little bit about her. She says, as we witness women leaders rising to network, to innovate, and be part of the biggest change in the world, she's actually the founder of the Bright Side of Life, which is a women's community. She's a dynamic leader, an innovator, and Sahar is a master. She is a master at community building and an international speaker who has devoted her business to assisting women to build stronger, deeper, and more passionate communities in their businesses worldwide. She is an award-winning entrepreneur with over two decades of experience as a community leader, coach, and trainer. And she has really unique insights around how women business owners need to really show up as leaders. And I love that message. And most effectively promote themselves as experts in their fields as they build and grow their ongoing business communities. And I love this topic, Sahar. This is so powerful and so timely right now. Yes. So I just want to thank you so much for being my guest today.
Oh, I appreciate you including me with this. I love it.
Absolutely. And so, we're going to be talking about the framework because to me, I believe that we can really take these strategies and implement them, in 90 days or less. So we're going to keep that in mind. And I want to have the viewers right now, or if you're watching this or listening to this, to take notes. You want to take notes, you want to absorb the information, and then you want to implement. You want to implement one strategy that you can do in 90 days or less. And so one of the very first things I want to talk about, Sahar, is, what are the three common mistakes that you feel that women are making when it comes to networking? And actually, before you answer that, I want to find out why you feel like networking and building communities is so important. We're going to start there.
Okay, great. Well, I want to share a little bit about how I started my community and lead you to how I got here through networking and where I'm at right now, because it's really important. This couldn't be a more perfect timing for me to be interviewed with you with this topic. First, I want to say thank you so much, Heather. I know we've done this before, and I so appreciate you reaching out to me once more. And the reason she reached out to me because I'm an expert in what I do, and how I became an expert and is because I decided to create community, in-person community. I call them community-based live events. In order for you to step up as a leader, in order for you to show up and be able to share your brilliance with the world, small group at a time, I believe in my heart, every single woman entrepreneur needs to start her own monthly community-based business gathering, workshop, seminar, I don't care what you call it. The reason you need to do this is so you can not only practice your message, attract the right people to come to your events, put yourself out there as a leader, You know, Heather, I didn't call myself community builder expert. People called me that because I stayed the course of to continue building community, continue inviting women to come to my events, to empower them, inspire them, take their business next place. I started branding myself as an expert. People will give you the title of what you deserve and who you are when you start leading community. I just did a summit, another one. I did like this month. I guess it's raining summits. It's gonna be 5 of them that I'll be doing. And one of the things that I shared with Helen, who just interviewed me just not so long ago, is that the most important piece about us women right now, as we're networking and we're rising, is to come together in collaboration. And how does that look like? Is when we become leaders of our own community, we reach out to other women who are also leaders of their community and come together and see how we could support each other in order for us to rise, in order for us to become better leaders, brand ourselves in a bigger way, collaborate. Her people and your people are the same. You know, promote each other, co-create, co-lead with one another. Like, this is like the most important piece. And often, to answer your question, I find women reverting back to the old paradigm of what we've been told and conditioned to believe, that we should not be we should be competing with other people. That's not the way it goes right now. If you're not in collaboration with other women, leaders just like yourself, you're not gonna go far. This is like one of the biggest mistakes I see as I go and network with other women groups. It's like, oh, you have another group. Ooh, stay away, don't come near. Instead of, we welcome you, we embrace you, let's do something together, let's build, let's co-create so we could support even more people. So that would be the #1 mistake that I see women do as they're building community, even just being in their businesses.
I love the fact that you mentioned about lifting other women up, collaborating. Like, don't look at it as kind of a Darwinian type of model, because I feel that we are living in a time where women are rising as leaders. We need to get our voice out there in a more powerful way so that we can change the landscape of how the world is shifting. I actually think we're living in a really interesting time, despite some of the challenges that we're facing. So I appreciate this conversation, that you can really build your brand, you know, get your message out there. So what do you think are some of the other mistakes? So you talked about, don't think of it as competition. What other mistakes do you find that women are making?
So for women, as they are building their businesses and beginning to start their own events or workshops or seminars, or I call them community-based live events, or gathering, because we are gatherers, right? We gather together. I feel like they start and then they feel a little bit disappointed because maybe not a lot of people are coming. Some of them don't know the tools, how to go out there. And before we leave this interview, I promise I'm going to give you ladies some amazing tips that will help you fill your events, whether you're leading or you want to lead your own event. So I want to remind me of that, Heather, okay? So don't give up. If you have the leadership gene, or even if you don't have it and you have the calling to lead your own group, whether it's 10 people or hundreds or thousands of people, I highly encourage you to stay the course. I was going through divorce, foreclosure, bankruptcy, IRS auditing, going to courts for child support. Everything you could ever imagine was happening to me about 10 years ago. But instead of me becoming a victim, I made a decision to start a women's group, a gathering in my own living room with about 8 or 9 women. And they brought their friends and so on and so forth. But every single month, Heather, for 10 years, I showed up. The last Thursday of each month. That was my real estate. Like, people knew that there's going to be an event the last Thursday of each month called The Bright Side of Life, right? And so consistency is king. Now we've had over 25,000 people, specifically women, who've been through our workshops, our seminars, and have, again, the business has been growing. It's been evolving, just for me to say yes to first leading and serving other women. Number 2 is to say yes to consistency and staying the course and always show up, because people that want to come to your events, they want to make sure you're there. It's a commitment. It's about your word. It's about honoring and being in integrity of showing up every single month. So do not give up. So that's the second mistake they make. They do 2 or 3 or 4 months. Maybe not a lot of people are coming. they don't do research, or they don't hire someone to help them get people there. They don't network, and then they give up and they end up not continuing leading.
I love that. And I want to reiterate what you said. You had put 25,000 women, right? I want to clarify that.
Yes.
Through your workshops. And, you know, I always look at the cause and effect. The 25,000 is the effect. The cause is the consistency. You were consistency. I think if we're, you know, repeating this for women, if you are consistent, you can get to the place of where you're at, you know, for building communities and putting people into workshops, building your brand, being seen as a leader. But all too often, I find that people do give up. You know, women get up, oh, I've done this for a couple months, like you're saying, it doesn't work, but everything works through consistency. So I want to repeat that so we can make that point. It's consistency. So if we're looking at, let's just say 90 days or less, on some of the things that they can be doing, like what's the framework of maybe choosing different events or creating your own event, or monthly, you said like a monthly type of meeting?
Okay, so I'll tell you, but I want to say something to you that just came to me. You know how they say consistency is king?
Yes.
Let's change that to consistency is queen.
Yes. Woohoo. Love it.
That just came to me. So that's going to be our new phrase.
Yeah.
Consistency is queen. You'll be the queen of your own events if you stay the course. So that's a really good question. I know I pondered on 90 days. What can a woman do? So there's two things. Number one, I always tell people, when you create your own events or when you go out networking, take it seriously. And so how does that look like? Please write this down. This is really, really important. Number one, you first create within 3 months right now. The first thing that you want to do is to come up with a title of your meetup. It could be anything relating to what you're teaching. It could be the outcome of what you're teaching, right? One of my clients does on menopause. So we came up with celebrating your menopause, right? For women. I have an author who is, you know, just, she put her name, you know, and then the name of the event. Whatever it is, whatever outcome you want to create for your meetup, come up with the name, no tagline or nothing, and just do it. You won't know until you do it. Put up a meetup, start talking, write down your mission and vision for this event. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just whatever it is that's in your heart. Most likely you already are an entrepreneur who's listening to this. You've already been in business for a minimum of at least 2 years or so. You already know what kind of copy, what is your mission, your vision. I hope you do. That's one of the first things that we do when I work with people. What is your mission? What is your vision? What is the intention of you bringing people together? What is the outcome that you want to create? Very simple. Then come up with a title, right? So one of my first events, as you know, I moved to Illinois, Heather, and now I'm rebuilding the bright side of life. I have a new event called I Am Bright. So I'm brand new here. And just about 3 months ago, I started this process. And I wanted to do it because as I coach and teach women all over the world how to create community, their business community, I wanted to challenge myself, say, I am brand new here. Can I use the tools that I'm teaching people within 3 months, build a community? And so I did exactly that. So I came up with a name, which is I Am Bright, carrying the bright side of life theme. And then I made an event and I called it A New Way of Being in Community, because this is the topic that I talk about. And then I spoke from the heart. What is it that we're going to be doing? What is my intention? I put my mission and vision, and bam, I posted it out there within less than few weeks, because Meetup, the platform, has millions of followers or subscribers. We have over 70 people already within few weeks that are already members. If I can do it, you can do it. Just because I'm a community leader, I'm an expert, it doesn't mean that's not going to work for you.
I love that. That is so powerful. And I appreciate that you said having a vision and mission, because that is step one of what I teach my clients, and I do it myself. If you don't have a vision and mission and you're not clear, you're not going to get the response. And that you are proof of you can move anywhere in the world and build a community, right? And
100%.
You're proof.
Yes. So the second thing is, take your networking seriously. One of my talks, I say, I love this topic, is why networking is not working, right? It's because we're not taking it seriously, Heather, okay? Write this down, ladies, and whoever's watching. I'm about to give you some like top-notch networking tips that nobody's ever going to tell you. That is really going to help you not only create a community, but get you clients to say yes to working with you. Yesterday, I went to 3 networking events and I got 4 potential clients. Probably I'll be making over $60,000 from those 3 potential clients going to 3 events. Why? Because I do my homework. How do I take it seriously? Number 1, do your homework before you go to any networking event. Find out from the leader or from the facilitator or whoever it is that's leading the event, what kind of people are showing up, how long they've been in business, how long they've been doing these events, what kind of topics, what kind of speakers, how often do they meet. Interview the leader, the facilitator, the host, whoever it is, and make sure she's in alignment with you. The one that I went to, which I love, it's called Conscious Capitalism, and they have over 45 branches all over. The first one started in Chicago, where I'm at, and they're high caliber business owners, entrepreneurs, and professionals. There's a lot of CEOs of big companies. These are the people that I love working with and helping. So I intend to go there by, first of all, taking it seriously by interviewing the leader. Number 2, put it on your calendar, for God's sakes. Like, you don't just go, oh, today I'm going to a networking event. Put it on your calendar. Have a system. I have lavender, is because I love networking. Lavender on my calendar. I look at every single week. Okay, I have 2 networking events. They're in lavender. They're right there. And you being consistent, going to that same one. If you feel the energy there is good, there's constantly new people coming, building relationships. So that would be it. And then the third thing is the number 1 question I get asked, Heather. So how do you communicate with people when you're at a networking event? Unfortunately, a lot of people don't know how to network and how to share and how to speak. And in the beginning, it used to frustrate me, but I go, you know, I can't help them. I know I'm lucky that I was able to after doing 10 years plus in building community, I honed and I created my own way of doing it. Now I'm teaching it to women. So I'm going to teach it to you. So make sure to know this. The purpose of networking is to serve others. And I'm going to share it one more time. The purpose of you networking is to serve others. You show up with an intention to give back, not to receive. And while you give back, you'll be automatically receiving. Okay? And let me tell you how it works. So yesterday I met this wonderful woman. Her name is Barbara. I walked into this event and I automatically knew intuitively she'd be a perfect client for me. She's in the health and wellness. And I start asking a question. And here's what I ask, right? Number 1, who do you serve? And what is the most common problem or challenge do you solve for them? Who do you serve? And what is the most common problem or challenge that you solve for them? I'm not asking her what she does. What do you think happens, Heather, when you ask that specific questions? They're going to answer a specific answer. And here's the good news. I'm a businesswoman who helps just like you. I coach women, not just building community, but how to create successful businesses. She couldn't answer it. She kept going over and over and sharing the results. She kept sharing, you know, how she does it or about her program. And then I said, Barbara, I'm going to ask you one more time in a fun, loving way. Who is it that you serve? She paused and she said, you know what? The truth is, I don't know. If I tell you, it's going to be too broad. And I know you, knowing you as a businesswoman, you're probably going to say, you have to have a niche, right? I said, there's no wrong or right. If it works for you, is it working for you? And she said, no, it's not. I said, are you open for me to give you some tips? Now notice, I did not ask for her to sign up for a consultation like most people do.
Yes,
I gave her tips. I stayed with her for 10 minutes. I built trust with her. I showed her that I'm an expert. And what do you think happened at the end?
She probably asked for your card.
And she's the one, she goes, please call me. I would love to explore the opportunity of working with you. Go to serve. Listen more than you talk. Did you know that she didn't even ask me about what I do? I never even shared anything about what I do. I served it to her.
Yes. I love that. It is so beautiful because oftentimes when I've been to networking events, the very first thing that people do is give me their business card. And my rule is I never give out my business cards unless someone asks. You know, I'm really firm on that because why would I want to shove something in their face when they're not even asking for it? And I like what you said. you said, can I give you some advice? You didn't, you know, straight off the bat say, hey, here's what you should do. So I think it's really about, you know, you've learned how to master the art of connecting and communicating with women and really being in that place of service. I like the fact that you said you show up to those networking events and you want to serve people, because how often have you been to events and then people are saying, hey, you know, kind of pushing their business onto you. So I think these tips are amazing. I mean, the fact that you just moved and you got business, it is amazing. So I really want women to get that. It doesn't have to take years. You got to show up. You got to do the work, you know, and you've got to do it exactly how you're saying. So let's talk about collaborations and how you can leverage your business by collaborating with other women. So what are some tips and strategies you can recommend?
Sure. So one of the things that really created quick success for me is, I thought to myself when I first started, there wasn't a lot of women groups, but there were some women groups there. And as the years went on, as I influenced a lot of amazing women and I coached them and helped them create more community within our own community. And so that way we have more abundance of events. Coming to Illinois, oh my goodness, there's so many women's events here. I am like in heaven. You probably think that somebody like me who has successful events, and I'm here thinking there's so many women's events, oh my God, competition. No, it's like there's gold and diamond. Like people are giving me so much because they've already done my homework. They've already done my work. So I now belong to 3 or 4 different women groups in my own neighborhood that I get to go speak on the stage, share my wisdom, and invite them to come to my event. I already have a postcard. I already have an event that's set up for the 30th of May for people to come. I have 24 women. Within few weeks, 24 women will be coming to the Bright Side of Life, or the I am Bright Women's Community.
Yes.
It's a brand new one that I'm creating, as I mentioned. Why? Because I'm networking with other women. So here's a tip, ladies. When you start your first event, highly invite you to do some homework. As you're going to these networking events, if you feel there's an energetic match between you and the other leader, please take her card and tell her that you want her to be your honorary guest at your event. Not only are you gonna welcome her, but while she's at your event, you're gonna give her a free pass, a VIP pass, I don't know what you call it, whatever you call it. You're going to acknowledge her, make sure that you promote her event, roll out the red carpet. Again, coming from a place of service. I did that in the San Francisco Bay Area. I am doing that here. And guess what's going to happen? They're going to automatically open their doors. I'm not going to ask, hey, can we trade? No, I'm going to show you how I honor you as a woman leader. Automatically, she's going to look at you and honor you. Now, if she does it, then it's not a right match. No judgment. She's not ready for that kind of collaboration, because it takes a leader to reach out to another leader and invite her to join her in her own tribe.
It does. And I love the fact that you mentioned, you know, make them an honorary guest, show the value. You're not bartering. You're just really putting them in a powerful position. Now, I see we're almost out of time, but I want to go through this really quickly about talking about online strategies to build your community offline. So what are some quick strategies that women can use if they have events that they want to bring other women to?
Okay, so you're talking about from online to offline or offline to online?
From online, or reach out to them online to get them to your offline event.
Yes, so one of my tips that I like to give is Facebook is also, it's an amazing platform. So I'll quickly give you a tip, because again, I'm here not to share about my business and what I do. I'm here to serve right now, okay? I love giving tips to women. I did something called, I created a system called Hi There, How Are You, or technique, where you go on Facebook and you go to Messenger. Right now, I guess people figured out. I did this before even Facebook figured out, but now they figured out. You go and you do personal messages. So when you do network, I want to show you a system that I do is I make sure I have a red envelope that I put all my cards in every single time I go to a networking event, I don't know if you could see this here.
Yes.
I also write down the information, the name of the organization that I went to, the date, as well as the speaker, if there is one, and the leader. And then I put them in a special place. Then the next step is I make copies of them. I send them, I scan them, send them to my assistant. She goes and she does a hi there, how are you? She reach out to them, invite them to be part of the my Facebook community. And then I reach out and say, hi, how are you? It was nice meeting you at this. I hope you join us to our next event. Are you available on May 30th? I don't send a link. I don't, push myself. I just say it was lovely to meet you. I have, as you know, I've shared my event with you. If you're available on May 30th to join us, please let me know and I'll go ahead and send you the link. I honor and respect, because I hate when people send me links without even asking me.
Yes, so, I've had that happen recently.
You know what I'm saying? And so if they say, yes, I'm available, then you send them the link. Do you see?
I love that. It's such a beautiful energy. And I think people, they will respect that more, and they'll be open to saying, oh, I want to check out, your event. So I think that's amazing. Sahar, wow, we could be talking for hours, but we don't have that time. This has been absolutely fabulous. You've given us so much information that we can implement, and your strategies work. You are proof. You've built successful businesses. Now you're starting from scratch, building, your own community. And I know you've got a free gift. So can you share a little bit about what that is? And everyone, it'll be posted below this video.
Absolutely. So if you're a woman who's been in business for at least 2 years and you have a calling or passion of creating your own live events, community-based live events around the topic of your business, health and wellness, business, whatever it is, I would absolutely love to offer you a 45-minute conversation. It's not about me trying to sell you anything. It's just us having conversation, a dialogue, whether this is something that you want to do. And if it is a good fit, I would absolutely love to support you and help you create your own community. And the best way, I thought about it. I do have a link that people could go to, Heather, but I think the easiest thing for me to do right now is just give you my email address. It's not for everybody. Not everybody wants to lead. Or if you're a woman who already has an event and want to grow your community, you could also reach out to me. Just email me at thebrightsideoflifeca@gmail.com. thebrightsideoflifeca@gmail.com, and just say, I want to schedule a community builder, session with you, a community builder session with you, and I'll just put you on my calendar. We'll have a conversation.
Perfect. Yeah, it's direct access to you. I love it. That's awesome. Yeah, so everyone can make sure that they email you and have that discussion, and
I will have a link for you as well. But it's
absolutely. I really appreciate this masterclass, Sahar, today. So thank you so much.
Oh, you're awesome, Heather. You're so beautiful in every way, and I so appreciate your energy and who you are and the way you show up as a woman leader. So from 1 to 1, I honor you.
Oh, well, thank you. My pleasure. And everyone that's watching or listening, you want to take action. You want to connect to your vision and mission and see yourself as a leader, a woman leader building communities, because the whole reason why we're doing this is so that we can transform the world with our work. And as women, I totally believe it, that, we are the force. We are the powerful force to make the changes today. So I'm just so inspired by that message. So anyways, everyone, take care. Take advantage of the free gift, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. So I hope you enjoyed this masterclass. Now, my question for you is, what are you going to do in the next 90 days? I want you to take action that is aligned with your ambitious goal. When I work with clients, I actually show them how to change the neuroplasticity of their brain. And part of the process is really understanding, what goal, what action that I want to take is actually in alignment with my vision and mission and purpose. So you want to make sure that you have that. My other ask is to consider doing the Fearless and Fabulous Female Bundle. That is an upgrade, and it's $97. It runs throughout the summit. The reason why that's important is, number one, it's going to accelerate the rate in which you start attracting your success with some of the strategies that these experts are offering you. Number two, it's actually going to support a cause called She Should Run. As I mentioned earlier, It's about getting 250,000 women running for office by 2030. As women, we are so powerful. And I believe we're really living in an interesting time that we can change the world with our work. So again, I hope you consider the Fearless and Fabulous bundle, and I want you to take action, okay? I'm going to be checking up on you.